Beef, why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who you
pool house
are.
is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
Movie Madness Entertainment.
Welcome, 3 viewers. It's Avatar Review Day. The embargo's lifted. I'm going to check out some Access Media reactions. Oh, Bianca's here. Hey, Bianca.
I'm on break.
Oh, that's a really cute icon there.
Thank you. I just had it done. $15.
Oh, that's great. It looks great. So today is the review embargo for Avatar 2. So I'm going to actually react to Grace Randolph. And see what some other people are saying, see what it's on Rotten Tomatoes. I have my ticket. It's one of my most anticipated movies ever. I've been waiting a long time for this. I've been liking the Avatar franchise back when the first Avatar came out, and they had people go watch 15 minutes in 3D before the film was out to get hype surrounding it. And I got that, and I think I have my poster and my original wristband for way back then. So I'm really looking forward to it. So thank you for joining me on your break. We'll watch a little bit, see how long we get into. See who else popped in the chat. Hello, Belle Reeve Unlimited. Hello. So you have to remind me, Bianca, are you looking forward to this? Not your thing?
Not really. I'm still looking forward to Microwave Clothes. Wakanda Forever.
Okay. There was also a Spider-Verse trailer today, which I'm going to react separately, Senior Nerd. I'm going to do that after the stream. I'm going to do a trailer reaction. I know about that, though, but thank you for the heads up. Do you think she's going to like it, Bianca? Do you think she's...
I want to say, yeah, it's at least beautiful looking is probably what she's mostly going to compliment.
Okay. I want to see if she's like a lot of people that I've seen so far, just their right out of the theater reactions it's better than the first one. So I want to see if she goes that route, because that's what I've been hearing so far.
So is this going to have like 2 new people in this Avatar franchise?
This is the first Avatar family's descendants, their kids, their story now.
Faces are so weird compared to the parents.
Oh, the faces when they're young teenagers? Yeah.
They're teenagers? Oh gosh.
I don't know if they're young. I think they're older, like, high school age, I would guess. I'm not sure.
Oh, so it's a brother and sister.
No, that's his girl right there.
Dang it. All right.
Relationship. All right, well, let's see what she says.
Off. I want you to know I was very skeptical going into this.
Good.
Super skeptical. I know where you're coming from. I was at the Dolby at Lincoln Square. Let me paint you a picture. I was at the Dolby at Lincoln Square, and there was another press screening the very same day at the AMC Empire 25. In fact, that was the main press screening, but at the last minute, this awards screening popped up at Lincoln Square, and I was like, yoink, thank you, because I much prefer that theater. But it turns out
I wish we could all be so lucky.
only 12 of us, and the Dolby at Lincoln Square is huge. So we were looking around being like, wow, I can't believe
I wish I could have been there. I didn't get no screener.
12 of us for this big movie. They gave us free popcorn, and I was able to eat it because there was like nobody.
All
in.
right, this is Bianca. Already, this is why people have issues with Access Media. They're like, oh, look, they gave him a whole big, nice theater, 12 people, give you popcorn.
What day did you watch it?
I don't know. Oh, Chubby Teddy, you said she didn't like the first movie? I'd have to go back and watch her first review. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll go watch her first review after. Bianca's only with me for so long though, so let's see what else.
In there, it was fantastic. So we were sitting there, and we were kind of like, I can't believe there's so few of us sitting in this theater. And the screening was at 7, and the social media embargo lifted at 6. So we saw all these amazing reactions coming up where people were like, oh my God, it changed my life. And we were like, this is ridiculous. Those people drank the Kool-Aid. There's no way this movie's that good.
Okay, she's doing a big setup. She says it's no way that's that good. Michelle, yes, I'm sorry. Little Movie Perp, they gave us our own Navi avatar. That's all right, CJH. We'll do it next time. So she's like, there's no way, there's no way it's as good as what these people say. I think she's going to say it is, Bianca, and that's going to get me super hyped.
So quite skeptical. I sat back in my leather armchair, the reclining armchair with my free popcorn and soda. And I was like, let's see this thing. And it was amazing. It blew my mind. I was like,
it's amazing.
Ooh.
It's amazing, Bianca. Does that change your mind?
No.
Because she was skeptical, and then this blew her away. All right. Well, but isn't that Hugh Jackman? What is that picture from Hugh Jackman that looks like he's being abducted? I don't know.
I don't remember. I thought it was
he's
something
looking at
Jesus
God.
related.
Oh, okay. He's Jesus.
like, it is that good. And so I know that you think now you think I drank the Kool-Aid. And as I said, I totally get where you're coming from, but you're just going to have to take a leap of faith. I'm telling you, jump with me, man. It's great over here. And I do think this could potentially change the movie business. So
change the movie business. She might be overhyping it for me. I don't know. Maybe I should stop.
No, you're going to be disappointed.
Play Store, don't get a bet against James Cameron. He's the GOAT. We achieved nuclear fusion. Okay, well, you'll have to tell me. Okay, I guess it means it's bad. No, she's saying it's amazing. Spend all your money. Go broke seeing Avatar 2. This is going to change the industry. Do whatever you can to get there. Quit your job. Just go to the theaters. It's going to change the world. I'm obviously joking. Keep your jobs.
how could I like Avatar the way I
Here
want?
we go. Because this is exactly what Chubby Teddy said. He said she didn't like the first one. I didn't know that. Wow.
Even though I intensely disliked the first Avatar. I kind of came around, as you know, in the past month, rewatching it with a group watch along, but I still, think the story has major problems. Now, some conspiracy theorists who I'm sure are typing right now are like, Grace,
we're reacting to you. Okay.
You only like this because now it's released by Disney. And that's the age we live in. And at such a cynical time, one does have to wonder if James Cameron's now trademark schmaltz will still play. Will audiences still be enamored with it? Or they'd be like, like me with the first movie. But you know what? The new Avatar ain't so schmaltzy. This was a very welcome surprise. There's a lot of hoorah military stuff in here and a lot more aliens and a lot more
Ooh, I like to hear that. You like aliens, Bianca?
Never seen it.
Oh, that's a good movie. Do you've seen the first Alien or no Alien at all?
No Alien.
Oh, wow. Do you like horror?
No.
No, it's not like super horror. It's like sci-fi horror. Excellent science fiction movie. I'd at least are you willing to give the first one a chance?
Maybe someday.
Maybe. Because that's like epic movie. Like Jaws. Have you seen Jaws?
No.
Oh, shit. Okay. I don't want to shame you at all. I don't want to shame you at all. Okay. Ooh, rough. Okay.
The cool parts of Titanic. So I was very pleased about that, and it allowed me to enjoy the film much more. And it proves that Cameron continues to have his finger on the pulse of audiences and realized that I don't think the first film would have played as well. A lot of you are like, oh, it's been so long since the first movie, or I've come to not like the first film. I think you're going to be very pleasantly surprised with this new Avatar. So this time around, Stephen Lang's Quaritch is front.
It says no spoilers, but well, I guess we kind of know from the trailer.
And center. And I hated his character the first time. Hated. He is his moment.
I like
where
he's
he
a
held his
villain.
breath, where he fired on the escaping people, and I thought it was so stupid. Is the moment I wanted to leave the first movie,
What?
but I was stuck in the IMAX theater. I was like, I can't get out of here. It's too hard to get out of here. But I loved his character this time around. We'll talk about this is the non-spoiler review, so don't worry, but we'll talk about his character a little bit more. So
Wait,
just
he's
so I
alive?
can explain.
I think he's become I think what happened is in the first Avatar, even though he died in the flesh, I think they were developing his avatar body as well, and somehow he got transferred in either through the planet Awa or I don't know. Something happened. His avatar body now has him. No, we don't shame Bianca. Where's RJ? He's still recovering. Avatar 2 is about colonialism and imperialism. More military staff shouldn't be a surprise. Play Store, she is not immature. Just because she hasn't seen something doesn't mean she's immature. It's just she's younger, and she has to be really, she has to get
I
the
watch
hook.
movies.
Yeah, you have to get the hook to want to watch a movie, though. Especially if it's an older, I don't know. Do you often go back, consider older movies, or do you have to like have a reason?
I've watched 1920 movies.
Oh, really?
I watch every era of movies possible.
Okay, cool. See, she has her stuff she likes. Let's see.
Metropolis is my favorite 4-hour movie. That's that black and white German, very first sci-fi.
I know that movie. I actually haven't seen that, so now you guys might shame me. I know of Metropolis. I've never really watched it. Maybe I will watch it.
It's insane.
I find his second tour on Pandora infinitely more interesting and complex than Jake Sully's. Oh, I really liked it. And while the first Avatar was very much a romance, this one is emotionally about fathers and sons. While story-wise, it's about military operations on both sides. Oh, I love that stuff. Since Jake Sully, now the leader of the Na'vi, has brought his military training and some of his equipment. They also steal a lot of the humans' equipment, in raids, very much like a lot of we've seen that with like Native Americans taking, from the colonizers so they can even the playing field. They do the same thing here. So Jake Sully has brought his military training to his new people and runs his family like an elite military squad, which I love. I'm like, oh, now we're talking. I like this quite a bit. I do not like the kumbaya stuff, and this movie is significantly dialed down on the kumbaya. I don't know if that's going to make some of the original fans be unhappy about it, but I like that a lot. And of course, that kind of action and character interaction is really James Cameron's one of his sweet spots.
Yeah.
So I think that all of us fans who felt a little alienated by his more recent work with Avatar and Titanic being like, what's with all the touchy-feely stuff, will be really brought back in to James Cameron.
Oh, see, I do like the touchy-feely stuff a little bit, though. I like how emotional, especially the director's cut of the first Avatar, it gets really emotional. But
Depends.
I like
what's
good action.
talky movies?
Where they talk. Because you said 1920s, he's assuming that you even mean back to the ones where there wasn't audio. Well, there was music, but not like they're not talking it.
I have a lot of favorite movies. Let's see, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 2, Secret of the Ooze, the Spider-Verse, the first one, because the second one didn't come out yet. the John Carpenter's Big Trouble in Little China is one of my
Ooh,
favorite movies.
that's a nice one.
The Batman is currently another favorite movie of mine. Tenet from Christopher Nolan is also a new one. I think that was the first movie I was like, it's a 10 out of 10 for me, and I don't usually give movies 10 out of 10s.
Cool. Uh-oh. Based. All right, little perp. Movie perp. Okay. Those are some good picks, yeah.
Circle, those of us who prefer the Aliens and the Terminator movies, I think we're going to feel more like we're back in it. And that's really fantastic. I did, at least. And while these two female characters might be highlighted on the poster, they are actually not a huge part of the story. The only female character who gets a lot of attention is Sigourney Weaver's Kiri, Pandora's first superhero in the mid.
Superhero?
I
said when I saw the trailer, I think she's got like Jedi powers. I said that, and people said I was crazy. Do I even have the
so you're
thumbnail
gonna say they're gonna say woke?
Well, no. Well, they might call her Mary Sue or something. I don't know, but it seemed like she almost was forced doing something, and she said superhero, maybe even like a Jedi. Oh, he said based until you said the Batman. People like the Batman, Zeno. I like the Batman. Okay. But yeah, let's hear about the superpowers.
Of her origin story, as she's just teased here, and they have only a small taste of her burgeoning powers. But I'm here for it. I'm like, okay, let's see where this goes.
How old
and
is she?
many
Where are her
questions.
boobs?
What's that?
How old is she? Where are her boobs? Like she literally
I think she's reincarnated. I think it's like this planet's version of reincarnation. Although, how do you like my background? It's a confused Grace. Superpowers. That's interesting. This movie ain't gonna make it, even though it's not releasing. This movie ain't gonna make even. It's not releasing. It's already doing great in China. So I have a video on that too. It's like making bank over there. I think it was released China first.
There's actually a little bit of a mystery about her. You might think it's an open and shut case, but it is not, about what's exactly going on with her, which I think
she's reincarnated, so she's younger. So your claim about her, the size of things, that might be, not to comment on that too much, but yes, she's younger.
Good.
I'm 27
for Avatar
now.
3.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying that.
No, for Play Store.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see it now. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
I want to find out the answers to these questions, but you get enough that you don't feel cheated in this movie. She also clearly has a romance brewing with Human Spider, and that's really interesting. Just that in and of itself, because, she comes from Sigourney Weaver's human turned Avatar, and she's like an Avatar human hybrid in some ways. No spoilers, don't worry. There's so much more going on there. And then what's going on with this human who thinks he's an Avatar?
It does still really look like Sigourney Weaver, because there she is in the first movie, and there she is younger.
Great.
Yeah, it still looks like the same actress, just younger. They did a good job.
Wait, did she die in the first movie? It's been so long.
Yes, and then remember, they put her on the ground and were praying to Awa.
Oh,
and they didn't really know what happened. And then at the very end, I think they had life come into an Avatar body at the eyes, I think, at the end.
Wow, I can't believe I remember stuff at such a young age. I saw this when I was a kid.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all really cool. And Spider on his own is a very interesting character. And that's all I'll say about it. I hope nobody ruins some of the surprises for his character for you, because that was really nice to discover while watching the film. We'll discuss him, obviously, in the Spider review. Spoiler, and the Spider review.
He's one of my characters I'm looking forward to the most, too. His character, basically, I think he was left. That's Bianca. Oh, I forgot to put the banners back on. Hold on.
I have the new profile picture.
Yeah, and I forgot
$15 commission. Anybody who's interested.
It's really
Just
cool,
kidding.
really cool. But apparently he was left by the people trying to get on unobtainium, and when they were left back for Earth, he was left there. He was born, so he wasn't born on Earth. He was born on Pandora while they were trying to occupy Pandora, and then they left him, which is really weird. Like, and then
That's kind of sad.
and then the Na'vi raise him, and he's got to wear a face mask for air. So I'm very interested to see his character arc.
Spider. Having him be called Spider is such a James Cameron thing to do. I love it. Now, do I believe Sigourney Weaver as
Oh, wait a second. Can I say something that I think I might have guessed?
Sure.
Because I don't even know if it's true. Maybe Spider is the Stephen Lang son. And we have like an evil father, and then especially since he died too, and people when they left, they might not have liked. I think it's his character's Corch's son. Ooh. Sorry if I spoiled it for you. I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't watched any spoilers. Now I'm thinking about it. But it's goddamn, it's Grace's fault because she suggested something. Okay, that's fine.
as a teenager? No, I do not. She is not good as a teenager. But thankfully, the visuals on her character are so good and Kiri's story so interesting that the new character still works anyway. And you get why Sigourney Weaver needs to play the role. But you're like, I think you could have done better. Because hearing Weaver's teenage voice, which I don't know if she affected it or it was supposed to be done. I mean, I hope she affected it because I would think like any kind of VFX digital team would be like, this isn't good enough, you know? And then also she's overacting a lot, constantly rolling her eyes. It's the only thing that breaks the spell of the movie when you get taken out of it and you're like, what are you doing, Sigourney? Now, I know that teenagers do roll their eyes quite a bit. Some of you might be like,
Some of us roll our eyes when we hear your crazy takes, Grace. Oh, God. I just did it there.
Talking about Grace, it's an amazing performance. But you know what? I would say it comes across more like Weaver's doing comedy improv and someone in the audience, I guess James Cameron yelled, now do a teenager. And this is her quick take on it, rather than her actually
How dare you,
becoming
Grace?
the character.
Stop it on the Sigourney. I'll have to wait and see. I think that I'm also looking forward to her character.
But again, I love the character because it's just so cool. Sigourney Weaver can't mess it up. But besides that quibble, the spell of Avatar 2 is even more mesmerizing than the first film. I didn't fall for the first movie. I was never that impressed with the original.
Oh my goodness. Everyone that's seen it so far says it's better than the first. So far, pretty consistent. Every
it's possible I'd even like it, the second one, because I actually tend to like a lot of sequels. Like,
well, James Cameron, besides being a goat, and I know people don't like his personality, not because he is a narcissist. He's very into himself. But he makes better sequels than the original movies. He's been the most consistent because a lot of people have
had sequels.
Terminator and Terminator 2, and then he made Alien was made before him, and he made Aliens, and some people like Aliens better than the debut origin movie. And most of the time, people don't like the sequels as much as the first, you know? He has a good track
Well, I will say
record.
the Aliens ones don't count because even though he wrote the sequel, he never wrote the first one.
Titanic 2 was sick.
No.
Yeah. Okay. No, she's not. That's not feminist enough. She, in my opinion, I have nothing's wrong with feminism, but she is the one that's like overly critical of other females. You know, that type. In my opinion, like other people in the industry, I'm like, wow, give this person a break. She's very critical of like, for example, what's that actress's name? Jessica Chastain. She was very overly critical of the actress that played Galadriel in Rings of Power. And all, you know, for some reason, she goes overboard on certain things.
films VFX or 3D. I couldn't believe people who are like, I feel like I've been transported to Pandora. I was like, really? But with this film, I'm like, wow, I'm here with you too. This is great. I've seen some people also compare this new movie to a theme park attraction, and I would say that is accurate as well. Speaking of theme park attractions, I do like me some Flights of Passage at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Even though I did not care for the first film, that is one heck of a ride. In fact, it's the best theme park attraction I've ever been on to this day. Although thanks to the
is that the Pandora ride at Disney World? I've never been to it. I want to go. I want to take my wife to Disney. We're gonna have to save up. Hey, Blue Jay's here.
Dogs.
No, the dogs aren't going. Hey, Avatar 2 hype, Blue Jay.
I'm looking forward to Avatar.
She like most people said.
I'm not super like I like the. Oh,
we're watching her review. She says it's better than the first one. This is what I've been consistently hearing so far. I hope.
Will it be 3D too?
Oh yeah, it's in 3D. My wife said, "Are you sure?" She made me pay the upcharge for the 3D because we're watching our money now. And she's like, "Well, we have the Cinemark pass." She says it's $10 more to get us both a 3D. I'm like, "All right, let's do it." 3D.
I did not see Love and Thunder yet. Figure drawing.
Yeah. All right. I didn't like Love and Thunder. It was okay.
Pandemic, I have still to ride Rise of the Resistance. But this was like being on that ride for 3 hours. The line of that is often 3 hours. You could watch Avatar 2 and then get on the ride. And they're going to reskin that ride, put a new movie in it to update it for this film. And I'm excited for that. And as I said in my initial business reaction to Avatar: The Way of Water, this is probably as close as you can get to a total immersive experience without putting on an actual Oculus headset. And on that note, I have done the Star Wars virtual reality experience that used to be at Disneyland, Downtown Disney. And that was incredible. I love that. And this reminds me of that as well. Let's get one of those going. I would totally sign up for an Avatar VR experience. And I felt I kind of already did one. I really feel Avatar 2 in premium 3D takes the movie-going experience to the next level and makes it more like a ride. And of course, you don't want to do that for dramatic films, but I would hope.
I don't know. Is it anyone interested in 3D still?
I hate the glasses because I'm a glasses wearer myself.
Yeah.
And having to put it over my glasses is so annoying.
But yeah, but the light ones, not like the heavy big ones, like just the
Yeah. At least it's better than what we had before. Before it was like the blue and the red, but now we just have these sunglasses looking things, but it makes everything darker.
Yeah. Well, it shouldn't actually. That's if you're in a theater that's not doing. It's supposed to be a certain brightness. James Cameron has even gone on record that sometimes people's 3D experience isn't the greatest because they just tack on 3D in the theaters and they don't up their quality in the theater. They should have brighter bulbs and everything for 3D to make it really good. So I'm excited. I haven't seen a 3D movie in a long time, so I'm very excited. And I have a 3D TV. So
what?
Yep, I have one of the last 3D TVs they made. It still works. I just haven't watched it. Blue Jay, are you going to see it in 3D?
I think the last time I saw a movie in 3D was it was like years ago. It was like maybe a decade, almost a decade ago. It depends. I mean, I'm still gonna go see it. Maybe 3D.
Well, I'll let you know. I'm seeing it Thursday in 3D, so
I'm seeing it. I probably see it Sunday because I got work.
Okay, well, I'll let you know how it is, and I'm not going to give you spoilers, but I'll let you guys know.
Oh, no.
To see comic book movies and Star Wars, etc., a Jurassic World movie, oh my God, that would be incredible. Give this technology a try. We're all 3D'd out. We thought 3D was dead, but James Cameron, just when we thought we were out, he pulls us back in. I'm like, oh yeah, this is good. I'm back in. And again, you're going to be like, I don't believe it. Well, you have to see it to believe it. And I'm telling you, take the leap of faith. But only in premium 3D. I can't speak for what the regular 3D experience might be like. And even beyond putting you on
Kelly.
Pandora, the CGI acting is also incredible, as well as the realization of those characters themselves. James Cameron's been talking some smack about Thanos, and I wish he would stop talking smack about other people's work. Just to
listen who's talking. Wow, projection much? Talking smack about other people's work. Oh boy. No, I will not. Well, I'll do a spoiler review, and then I'll give the disclaimer. Do I even? Are you talking about me? Oh boy. All right.
Hold up his
Are you
own.
gonna do a
But
spoiler
is-
and a non-spoiler?
Basically, I probably will do non-spoiler at the beginning, and then get into spoilers on the stream. But I'll give warnings and everything when I stream Thursday night.
True though. You're like, that's mean, James, although correct. The first movie, I was always aware that I was watching a CGI construct. I was like, it looks like CGI to me. You're not fooling me for 1 second. And I felt that way with other CGI characters in movies as well. I'm never like, wow, Thanos is actually standing there. I'm like, oh yeah, that kind of looks like Josh Brolin. Weird. His arms look a little Gumby. Here, I felt I was looking at actual living beings. It was incredible. It was incredible. There's one shot or scene when Neytiri is on this ship fighting amongst all this water and flames. So you have all these elements around her. And she looked real. I felt like I could reach out and touch her. I was like, wow, she's right there in front of me.
That's
It was
sexual assault.
really cool. Like
What's that, Bianca?
That's sexual assault.
Oh, you don't reach out and touch people without consent. I mean, I think it looks good, but maybe seeing it in 4K theater is going to make it look even better. That the trailers and on the TV and everything don't do it justice. I don't know. It looks still good to me, but saying it looks that much, okay.
I've seen a picture of some statues. I think it's like in one of the Disneylands in Asia. And they were like, ooh, look, avatars are real. And I was like, you guys are ridiculous. And now I see this and I'm like, they are real. It really was like that statue came to life and walked around in front of me.
She is being really weird in this review. She's like super. I'm happy she's so super hype about it though. She's very hyped so far.
It was neat.
I'm guessing you're not used to her
it's so-
being hyped, or
Right. She's usually given some really bad hot takes. And now actually this is doing the opposite effect. I'm worried now. I'm worried. I'm worried that she's so positive about Avatar 2. I'm getting concerned because her takes lately have been horrendous. I'm sorry.
She probably descended toxic positivity this time around. Am I right?
I don't know. I don't know. She's like super over the top positive on this. All right.
Cool. It's like, it reminds me of a side note. I have to tell you this story. When I was growing up, my family and I had this stuffed animal that looked so much like Fozzie the Bear. He was voted stuffed animal most likely to come to life. And that's what this movie is like. You're like, oh, wow, it actually came true. I can't believe it. It's really uncanny. And the performances are much better. The subtleties that the CGI is able to capture from the actors' initial performances translates to their CGI counterparts, and it makes a huge difference. So you not only believe the character is real, but you're able to connect with it. You're like, I see you, or as they do here, I see you. I mean, I was like, wow. And I'm even doing that stupid I see you bit. That's how much this movie
oh boy.
Suck me in. My favorite character, as I said, by far and away, is Stephen Lang's Quaritch. I love him.
No, I'm very happy to hear this because that's the one I was most concerned. That's the one I was most concerned with because they're bringing him back. And I heard he's going to have a major part in the rest of the movies. I'm like, really? You're bringing him back? Okay. This is typical Max trying to convince himself to be disappointed. Right. I'm worried because of her horrible hot takes.
Would you come out of Avatar 2 saying this is worse than Wonder Woman 84 like you did with Black Panther?
Don't do that. Don't do that to me. Don't do it to me. I really want to I want to love everything. So
military character who, as he says, and this is an incredible line, has been reincarnated in the body of his enemy. Now, he means it as a hoorah motivational speech. But what is it they say about walking in someone else's shoes? What does that do? It's brilliant. And I think, this is only, this is just the beginning of his journey. Oh, it was so great. I'm like, wow, this is a good idea. In the original movie, as I said, I hated his character, hated him, as I thought he was so broad, a caricature of the military. But here, as he wrestles with a situation that isn't so black and white, even to him, his story.
What are you talking about, RJ? My takes are legit. I don't hate Wakanda Forever. It's not as good as the first one, and there's some issues with it, but I didn't hate it. I think I gave it a 7 out of 10, maybe, or 6.
But you gave Wonder Woman 84, so you saw it was worse. You gave it a 7.5.
Yeah. Oh, but Bianca had to go. Thank you, Bianca. We appreciate you spending your break with us. And then I'm not shilling for The Rock. I just don't like. I don't want to dogpile on The Rock because I think he's done a good job. To cut to The Rock's Twitter quoting Max that Black Adam was better. I'm really looking forward to seeing Black Adam on HBO Max this week too. I'm going to watch it a few times. I'm going to really help that watch time on HBO Max.
It becomes infinitely more interesting, and therefore the movie itself. It's really 50%, if maybe even 60% his movie. It's as if Cameron recruited the squad from Aliens to take over half this movie.
Ooh.
And that is a fantastic idea. Yes, please. On the other side, well, what's happened in the rest of the movie? Well, it's Jake and Neytiri's family, where despite Neytiri's strength and skill and being basically the princess of what was originally her tribe, right? Jake is the visitor. He's the one calling all the shots, both inside and outside of their family. And it was a bit disappointing to see Zoe Saldana's Neytiri not only take such a back seat to him when they were really kind of partners in the first movie and she was in many ways leading him. It would be like if Pocahontas started following John Smith around and being like, what do you think we should do?
Oh, I don't know if I like that. She's saying that she's not like a progressive woman. She's pretty much doing the stereotypical the man leads type thing. That could be problematic, Blue Jay. That could be very problematic.
Don't. Just whatever.
It is also Grace, so that could be accurate, or she could be overblowing it. We'll see.
Hold on. Let me dip out because I think my computer's getting funky. So let me come back. I'm gonna come back.
All right, don't get funky. Yeah, or get down and get funky.
Oh gosh.
Back. Get that. I'm not trying to start shit. She's saying that Neytiri is in the movie. Yeah, I love the first Avatar, King's Cow. I went to see it right away. I paid for the premium edition. I went to a special. I signed up for a special screening to see 15 minutes before the movie came out. And I have a wristband and a poster from that event. Yeah. All right, let's keep going here.
And you're like, what the heck am I watching? But I think the most disappointing thing was that she spent so much of the movie crying. She cried a lot. She quietly cried. She cried like very heavily. It was a lot of crying. I don't know why Zoe Saldana always has this happen to her. When is she going to be able to just really totally have an amazing role? At least in the third act, she steps up action-wise. But still, I'm hoping Avatar 3 is her movie. The real focus on this side is Sully and his second-born son.
Well, I heard potential spoilers for the future if they ever make Avatar 4 and 5, that 5 is going to have a plot point with her where she might end up on Earth. But that might be a potential spoiler that she lasts all 5 movies. I don't know. They might change it. Who knows?
Loak, desperate to prove himself to his father and live up to his father's now legend within their tribe. It's a story as old as time, but Hollywood keeps telling it because it's a good story, and it's good here. Also, Britton Dalton does a fantastic job as Loak. He is a far better actor than Sam Worthington ever was in the original film, with a much more interesting story, to me at least. And he has brooding teenager dad. He knows how to play brooding teenager quite well. He was really good. He was not a caricature, as I felt Sigourney Weaver's character sometimes slipped into. As for Worthington, he spends most of his time giving out orders to his family. And that shorthand, I think, works very well with Worthington's limited acting skills. So he comes across here much better as well. Also, he has some more quiet, introspective moments, and you're able to kind of like give him the benefit of the doubt.
I don't know if I like hearing that because I like Blue Jay had to go and come back. I like Sam's character in Neytiri, so that they're just giving orders. Well, hopefully the rest of the series they'll have more to do, because I do really like their characters. I hope it doesn't. I want them to be involved in the story. It seems like they take a back seat or just give orders. Well, we don't know if that's gonna stay. No, Tim, they're 2 and 3 are basically done, and they'll probably make 4 and 5 together. And there's rumors that they might release 3 early. Who knows? So, all right.
This performance. You're like, oh, let me fill in the blanks for you here. And he's like, thank you, because I can't do it. You also get a lot of story in 3 hours. You might be like, duh, of course I do. But you know what? There's just...
Okay, let me see here. Blue Jay is back. All right. We're almost near the end of this video.
I guess what I mean is there's a lot going on because the cast has expanded exponentially from the first movie. There are so many more characters, and there are also a lot more locations that are fully explored. So and several new elements, by the way, are introduced halfway through that I won't spoil here because they were a genuine surprise that have not been played up in the trailer. So you're like, oh wow, what's this? So it breathes new life into the movie. It's almost, instead of like a movie, I wouldn't even really say the movie has a 3-act structure because it's weird to introduce these huge new elements halfway through your film. So it almost to me felt like 3 episodes of a streaming series that have been aired as a movie, and you have another 3 episodes waiting for us with Avatar 3. It's like it reminds me a little bit of Andor in that way, but I didn't think there were any boring parts like there were in Andor. And cue the people saying there's nothing boring about Andor, but the rest of us know.
Yes, Andor did have boring spots, but it's excellent,
I need to catch up on Andor.
What's that?
I need to catch up on Andor.
Okay. And she says, you cue the people that say there's nothing boring about Andor. She's not a huge fan of Andor either.
But yeah, I think I would put it in a similar class as Andor, though. When Andor works, I think so. When Andor works, I like Andor a scooch more. But this isn't the same. It's cut from the same cloth. So that's excellent. So instead of just focusing on the environmental message and the romance like in the first film, which was really not my bag, here so much story is being thrown at you and so many different types of stories that it helps keep you more engaged, like a series would, like an ongoing series that has a lot of threads instead of just a 3-act structure. So that's interesting too. That's just so fascinating. I wonder if James Cameron did that intentionally. Again, understanding how people consume stories these days, and not only taking the cynical aspects of society, but also that we prefer streaming stories in a way.
I like the environmental message and the progressive look towards the environment because, listen, we need to. So I was hoping that was still an important plot point throughout, that we're, that humans are destroying their environments and that are reaching out to the galaxy and exploiting other planets and living beings. I thought that was an important message, but I'm pretty sure it's still going to be part of it, but I don't know. I know a lot of people were like, we see this before.
Well, I'm just hoping that the story would be a little bit, like grand. I mean, it's going to be grand on the scale, but we need to see what they're really going to be setting up.
Yeah.
If he wants to do his whole 3, 4, and 5, which I think is a little overkill. But it's
Well, there's a lot of story to tell. What if the Na'vi, like that rumor suggested that what if the Na'vi end up on Earth somehow? That's
No,
going to take a lot of time
that's interesting. That's
because
interesting.
then they have to travel in space. Na'vi have to,
Let's see what happens.
That's really interesting to me. That's very interesting. It is like that. Oh, that's so cool. We maybe spend a little too much time underwater exploring how the Metkayina live. But how bad can an extended trip to the beach be? Tropical themed movies, even beyond Avatar, which I think to a large degree started the trend, have done very well in the winter months, serving as an escape from the cold weather. And Avatar 2 is one doozy of an escape. I really did feel like I was in the water. That was so cool. If you liked Aliens and you like Titanic, you will enjoy Avatar 2, which borrows heavily, sometimes ridiculously so, particularly Titanic. It borrows a lot from
Oh, man, she is giving spoilers. Damn it.
Titanic.
I didn't
But,
either.
I guess
didn't
borrow
listen.
from their best, right?
What's that?
I forgot what I was looking at the chat. I was like, I didn't pay attention to what she said. I just don't. Really
No,
care
I
about
don't want to.
it. Okay.
I'm assuming something's going to happen now because she said that. Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So you'll enjoy this film. Also, if you like theme park attractions, this is one heck of a ride. And you have that feel. I really did feel not just like an escape to a different world, but like I was on vacation. That was really cool. It was like going on a ride. Now, as you know, the press screening was in Dolby 3D. So between Christmas and New Year's, I have purchased tickets to go see this.
RJ, it says no spoilers on the review. Yeah, I'm really. Yeah. Okay. I guess that's fair.
Again in IMAX 3D. And I'm having trouble still convincing people to go. So that's why I did it between Christmas and New Year's, because I don't want to miss out on family and friends time right now. But between Christmas and New Year's, I'm like, you know what? If I have to, I'll go by myself. I'm definitely seeing this again. Sometimes plans to see something again fall through. I was going to see Black Panther Wakanda Forever again in theaters, but unfortunately, because it was such a long movie and, I'd already seen it, it's a little bit of a downer, as you know, and the weather was so nice at that time in New York City, I have to say my plans fell through.
Uh-oh.
And I was like, I'll catch it again sometime down the line.
You need to get out more, Grace. Touch grass, please.
With this, I really want to see it in IMAX 3D. I want to see what that experience is like. And also, I just want to go on this ride again. I really want to go on the ride again. So I'm definitely going to see it a second time. I love it. If you care at all also about the movies or the movie business, you should see it in premium 3D, because unless this is a total box office bomb, and let's see, again, today.
This is the interesting part. Here we go.
It ain't gonna be a box office bomb.
She said no, but she's saying the fate of the industry is going to rely on James Cameron's Avatar 2. This is where she's going, I'm pretty sure. You better see it. You better pay premium price, is what Grace is telling you all. Man, what a freaking show. You didn't pay premium price, Grace. You got free popcorn and a soda, and you're telling the audience they need to see it at premium, pay it premium? She doesn't pay premium any movie.
She'll pay anything.
No. But how do you take that, Blue Jay, when she says, I got wine to dine to watch this movie. I got a big theater, 12 people in the theater, free, got free popcorn, drinks. You should pay premium price. How do you feel about that, Blue Jay?
I don't know. I mean, I have no comment on that.
The fate of the industry. Okay.
Oh, the whole fate. Okay, that's a stretch.
Well, let's see how she finishes there.
That's a bit of a stretch.
Hey, you never know. But I suspect it's going to change the movie business yet again. But enough people have to see this. It's not going to have the same effect if you watched it in 2D on streaming later on. I mean, it's a good story, but it's really the ride is what makes it a unique and special experience. And that's what theaters want. They want you to have to come to the theater. They better build some more premium screens. And hey, James Cameron was able to make me a believer in Avatar. Me! When I was really, not feeling it. I was mighty skeptical. Again, even though I kind of came around on the first film, I was still very skeptical going in to see this film. And he got me. He got me from the first scene. When that vine went in front of my face, I was like, holy crap, this is amazing. All right, so that's my non-spoiler review of Avatar 2. Spoiler coverage coming later this week when the film hits theaters across the globe. And of course, we'll talk about its box office on Sunday. Share your thoughts down below. Subscribe today. And of course, as always, you can check out some.
Okay. All right. I'll give her a thumbs up for that. I'm very interested. So that's Grace now. Let's see just a little bit for classic review. Let me see. Oh, here it is.
Wow, 13 years ago.
Yeah. Let's see this old review. I want to get past that part because it shows clips from the movie.
A former truck driver and self-taught filmmaker, James Cameron is one of the most successful special effects directors of our time.
Look at classic
Terminator,
Grace.
Aliens, Terminator 2, Judgment Day, True
She don't
Lies,
seem that
Titanic.
loud.
These are silver screen legends. But Cameron's infamous bad temper didn't win him many friends in the industry. So when he received his Oscar for Titanic and proclaimed, "I'm king of the world,"
Look at her
alongside
shirt, National Sarcasm Society. Like, we need your support.
film, it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. So Cameron took a break from filmmaking. But now, 12 years later,
She's more soft-spoken here.
back in a big way, and everyone is eager to see what he's got behind his $500 million curtain. That's right, Avatar's budget and marketing costs make it the most expensive movie ever made, a title previously held by Titanic, which ended up being the most successful movie ever made. Can Cameron deliver again? He's promised us the most technological...
I actually think she's better now, Blue Jay. What do you think? She's more personable now, even though she's really quirky.
I don't watch Grace, so I don't really know.
Grace
But,
Lies.
you know, Grace Lies.
I don't know, Cal. I don't know. Okay. Well, let's see what she says here.
advanced movie ever made. 60% of it is CGI and it's made to be seen in IMAX 3D, but the trailer just looks like your typical video game. However, critics who are not exactly prone to like this type of movie are exclaiming that Cameron has indeed topped himself. So while Cameron might not be king of the film industry, he might just be its Merlin. And movie magic is what it's going to take for 20th Century Fox to turn a profit on this thing.
Well, she was wrong there. It definitely. What the hell is this?
That's weird.
What is this?
I guess she was creative back then.
Here with Tom Chattelbash.
Oh, that's what she used to do. This is what I want to do. I want to get to the theaters and interview people. Wow, she actually did this for this movie. This is people first seeing Avatar.
Viewer and contributor and fellow movie reviewer. What'd you think of Avatar?
It was awesome, like mind-blowing, awesome.
You're a Beyond the Trailer viewer.
Yes.
Why did you want to come and do Avatar?
Because I don't know, it just looked cool.
Was it cool?
There we go.
So we're here with another Beyond the Trailer viewer, Chris. So how was the movie? What did you think of it?
It was an experience. It definitely lived up to what it's supposed to be, which was something that's going to change movies forever.
It's changed the way I've seen movies before. Plus, it's the first 3D movie I've
I think back in the day, I used to see this guy on a few reviews. She goes to the same theater. No. You know, she has things that she's, it's Grace Film Festival submission.
Yeah.
Oh, really? So what did you think of the technology?
It says movie review.
I've
I
seen
think
3D, but not like that.
You couldn't tell who was real and who wasn't.
Wow. So it was better than Robert Zemeckis' motion capture stuff.
Yeah.
The effects are just astounding. It's just a
I mean,
juggernaut
he's
of
right.
effects the whole movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, how's the story? Is the story as good as the effects?
No, unfortunately not.
It's basically like a combination of the action and effects of Terminator and the motions of Titanic.
The acting was great. The character, the cast.
these is the public when they, I don't know.
excellent. Couldn't have done it any better.
I really was apprehensive seeing it. I don't usually like this type of film, science fiction, but my son, who's 13, really enjoys it. So I came and I was very pleasantly surprised.
Trailer didn't look good, at least to me and a lot of people.
Yeah, didn't really look great, but I guess sometimes a lot of trailers are like misleading. But this one was, I mean, the second trailer was really good, but I definitely think you need to see this movie to really believe that it lives up to the hype.
The trailer looks like a joke, and it basically.
Oh, what? Looks like a joke, and she's like, "I know, right? What?"
Looks like, I don't know if anyone has seen the South Park episode making fun of Avatar. It looks like people killing Smurfs. But it's much more interesting than that.
Do you have to see this movie in 3D?
No, you really don't, but it adds some of the effects as far as like the visuals and bombs and whatnot.
I'd say it's worth seeing in IMAX 3D.
Yeah.
Because that's probably the biggest that you'll ever see and hear. The sound was phenomenal. When you hear those explosions coming and it rumbles through the seats, it's really good.
It's something really unique for like the 3D genre, and I really like what James Cameron did with it. He's awesome at directing action.
Are you a James Cameron fan?
I honestly haven't really seen any of
This
his
is
movies.
weird.
I saw a little bit of like Terminator, and that was pretty much it.
What do you think of him now?
Well, I'm gonna go watch all the movies.
Every movie James Cameron has ever made sounded really stupid and looked really.
Wow. She likes this guy the most, and he's like the most aggressively critical.
Stupid in the preview, and then you go, and it's fantastic.
Should he wait another 12 years to make a movie, or do you want it sooner?
Well, he could take his time all he wants if he's going to make a sequel, because that was just awesome. I mean, Michael Bay should be watching this movie and like seriously, and just look at it and say, if I actually took my time, I could actually make a good movie, But
Oh,
That's a very nice
can't all
thing for
get
you
what
to
we
say
want.
about Michael Bay.
At least you got the number
faith
down.
in him
It's
that in
took
12 years he
12,
could make
13 years to get a sequel down.
I don't know. Do you think Grace should go back to the theater to interview people? I don't think. I'll be honest. I don't want to speak bad about Grace, but I think she's not going to want to interact with public like this anymore. He predicted the future. Yeah, he predicted the future. Take 12 more years. He did. He did. He predicted the future. Take 12 years if you need to.
That's crazy, though.
And look, what does this say? 12 years ago. Holy shit. Wow. Blue Jay. Do you see that?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Why would he say 12? This is weird.
That's a specific. Well, he didn't say 13, so he was close. Was that a dig of a Michael Bay dig? How dare you?
This dude from the Beyond the Trailer predicted when we're gonna see Avatar 2.
How much you want to bet?
Unbelievable.
How much you want to bet? Like she's going to interview that exact same dude 13 years later.
No, I don't think so. I
She'll-
wish.
He'll probably say, well, in another 13 years, we'll get Avatar 3 and delayed all the other movies.
Little movie perps upset about the Michael Bay dig.
Oh, come on.
Make a good movie.
Maybe.
This got a Golden Globe nomination.
Right.
Star Trek District 9 did not for Best Picture. Does this deserve to beat those movies?
Yes, Star Trek, not District 9.
I haven't seen District 9,
Okay.
but it's just as good as Star Trek. I think it's better than Star Trek.
Star Trek, maybe. District 9, no. It beat Star Wars. George Lucas, big thumbs up, but you're not going to top this at all.
Are you seriously?
Oh, seriously.
Okay, what do you say to people like me who have a hard time believing that statement?
Just sit down. I mean, it'll get you in the first 5 minutes.
I recommend it. Everybody, it was an unbelievable movie. I'll see it again and again.
If you miss it, you're missing a great movie.
What do you give on a 1 to 10?
9.
7.5.
It's 7.
I give it an 8.
10, 11.
20.
James Cameron, get someone else to cut your trailers because audiences give Avatar a 10. And don't forget that Avatar is the focus of this week's 1-sentence review challenge. If you've seen the movie, leave your 1 to 10 rating below as well as your 1-sentence review. Whoever writes the best one gets a free pair of AMC movie tickets. And because Movie Math returns in January, I'll be announcing the winner on my Facebook page this Sunday, so be sure to friend me. I'm Grace Randolph reporting from AMC Empire 25, and you've just gone beyond the trailer.
Well, that wasn't really a review from her though, but oh
Like
well.
a brief review, but
All right, interesting. Okay. The last thing I was gonna do was check out Rotten Tomatoes. 12 is a common. Why wouldn't you say 10 or what I don't know. I know it's a common number, but that's kind of interesting still. Okay, let's see what the Rotten Tomatoes are saying. Here we go. Rotten Tomatoes. 84. Is that good?
It's decent. I think it's the same. I think it's around the same as the first. The first one was like an 80 something, like an 81, I think.
A gorgeous, technically advanced, visually breathtaking film that is nothing short of spectacular. It's the perfect example of James Cameron doing what he does best and is a rare sequel that improves upon the original. Avatar: The Way of Water is proof that you should never bet against James Cameron. Say what you want about the filmmaker, but he excels at world building. The aquatic life forms in this new movie feel and look like they could actually exist. All I did find the idea of living scuba.
That's what I've been talking about. They just sneak, like weave in a.
Why would you have to put that in there?
I have no idea.
A stunning VFX achievement, which could very well change the movie business yet again. More like a theme park experience, Avatar: The Way of Water demands to be seen in premium 3D, and focusing on Lang's character gives the sequels a much-needed edge. Let's see if anyone gives it a rotten here. Oh, here's the rotten. Okay. Top critic, Isaac Feldberg. You had to be different, Isaac, didn't you? Above the line. As story, The Way of Water disappoints even as its visuals overwhelm. What?
It's probably Isaac from Multiverse of Movies.
Robbie Collin, Daily Telegraph, again, has to be contrarian. Watching the film feels like being waterboarded with turquoise cement. What a bunch of douchey comments. I'm okay with people not liking it, but yeah. But all the Rotten Tomatoes are like one sentence bullshit. You know?
Yeah.
If you notice that every single Rotten Tomatoes just Stephanie Zacharek, The Way of Water is the wave of the future, rolling in whether you like it or not. Time Magazine. Christopher Mitchell, 192 minutes. The Way of Water is less a narrative film and more of an endless tech demo one might expect to endure in purgatory. What the fuck? A tech demo? Purgatory? Come on. Adam Kempener, Film Spotting. Overwritten when it's underwritten. Overwrought, overblown. I'm over it.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I mean, everyone has the right to the opinion, but these are some douchey comments, in my opinion. You know, there's a better way to critique than this. Creatively speaking, it's of a piece with its predecessor, a would-be epic of boundary-pushing, digi-grandeur in service of Pocahontas-style us versus them mush. Cal Anderson Nerdist, it's a gorgeous visual treat, a testament to the artistry and attention to detail of camera and his effects crew. But if you're looking for anything else from it, you'd be left sorely disappointed. Proves more frustrating than waiting 13 years for a sequel to Avatar. The new film introduces way too many characters and doesn't serve any of them. The only part of me that was moved was my eyeballs. Variety.
Okay.
Wow. Bleeding Cool. Avatar: The Way of Water struggles under the weight of 13 years of expectations and fails to be anything other than mediocre when it comes to anything other than visuals. A feat of coldly precise engineering, but not a good movie. James Cameron always pushes the envelope. This time he has sealed himself inside. Frankly, if the Avatar films continue in this vein, Cameron's intent to go out making as many as 3 of them represents a truly depressing directorial epitaph. Okay, that was the last one. Not too many, you know, and I'm not going to say everyone that dislikes it's a troll, but, you know, their comments were kind of bullshit. And then the last thing I had here was just, I could find an article, but it's easier to just react to like a minute video. This is from the Film Junkie, minute 48.
Avatar: Way of the Water is projected to earn 185 to 205 million dollars in China. That's right. China accepted the blue people. What's going on with that? Yeah. Sorry.
He's doing the Trump imitation. That's a lot in China. I have to see if it actually met those projections.
I always bust out the Trump impression when I say China. Yes, according to Friend's speech right here, this is what's going on. So I don't know. I am very curious when it comes to box office in Avatar: The Way of the Water. I mean, everybody's going to be looking at that thing. We all know that the budget was super high and they just gave it to them. And we're all just kind of wondering, after this many years of not having any Avatar to having Avatar, is it going to make a, well, pardon the pun, a splash?
Oh, God.
When it comes to the box office, the worldwide box office, everybody's going to be looking at that opening weekend. And apparently when it comes to China, that 185 to 205 projected for just China alone. So we'll see what happens when it comes to this whole thing. I think, the people that are rooting against it are, do I think it's going to make $2 billion? I don't think it's going to make $2 billion. But then,
if it's as good as the people saying that it's better than the first, and it even has it even has critics of the first saying it's good, then I think it'll get $2 billion. But I definitely think it's going to get $1 billion because look at Anthony. Avatar: The Way of Water is tracking to earn $525 million plus in the film's worldwide box office opening weekend. If it actually gets over 500 million worldwide just the first weekend, it's got a good shot.
And again, could be wrong. Do I think it could make $1 billion? Absolutely. I think it could make $1 billion because it's again, when it comes to the first Avatar, it was a cinematic experience. Okay. We had another cinematic experience this year, which was Top Gun Maverick, and that crossed $1 billion fairly easy. And I'm just kind of wondering, like, okay, if this has the same word of mouth of that cinematic experience, I think it could easily pass $1 billion. I just don't know if it'll make $2. I don't think it'll actually make $2.
Okay. I'll give it a thumbs up there. All right, that's all for this stream. Thank you for joining me, Blue Jay. I hope you had a great time.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you have a good day. Well, it's an okay time. I'm super. What's your excitement level for Avatar 2 now, The Way of Water?
I mean, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not like super like jumping up and down like, oh my gosh, I gotta go see it, like I did with the Spider-Man trailer. With Across the Spider-Verse that came out.
I didn't watch it yet. I'm gonna do a reaction right after.
Oh yeah. It's that trailer got me hyped, but it looks good. I'm gonna go see it. I'm just gonna wait and see. I'm just gonna more like I'll go see it. That's all. I'm not like super like pumped as some people are. I mean, and that's the right to do.
Okay. Fair enough. Thank you all for watching. Remember to smash the like button. I'll see you later. I'm going to do a full panel MME later, and I got to get filming that Across the Spider-Verse trailer. I'm already late to the party. I just got out of work. I had to react to this, so look forward to that trailer reaction.
It's a really good trailer.
I didn't watch it. It's going to be a fresh reaction for me.
Okay.
So bye, everyone. Bye.